Well, it's time to get another update on what's going on here on our grain and livestock markets. And I want to welcome to the show none other than Todd Bubba Horwitz of BubbaTrading.com in Chicago. Todd, on the grain market, had a big corn sale this morning. Corn not doing a whole lot, though, with that news. And they seem to be getting a corner on the export market here for the last week or so. What's going on?
Well, Marlon, I think we've talked about this for the last couple of months, basically, and corn looked like it had turned the corner, and it looks very strong right here. And if you throw in the potential of now 3 Mondays in a row, we've had news on vaccines, and if we can get the country open and you tie that into some bad weather in other parts of the world, and of course, suddenly we're the hot place to come for grains again, and you're starting to see that pretty much across the board. But so corn is up nicely and looking to make another set of new highs here. And I think, this rally should continue for an extended period of time. Now, it might be choppy this week because of the holiday, but I expect to see the rallies continue. And right now, we'd be looking to buy any pullback here because right now there's a lot of strength and a lot of power now behind this rally. It looks like it wants to go significantly higher from here.
So December corn, with these quotes provided by bar chart, is still 2 1/4 higher at 425.5. However, from what I understand, Todd, most of the volume is now shifting out into the March. We're going to be getting into delivery mode next week. March is now 4 higher at 432 1/4. Is that an accurate assessment?
Yeah, 100%. We're getting close. We're getting towards the end. And those who are trading it are for sure out by now because they don't want to get involved in the delivery cycle. A lot of crazy stuff happens during that cycle. And of course, hedgers are now hedging March corn because Deese is basically gone. So for the most part, all that's left now is the actual professionals trying to manipulate around this expiration.
Okay, let's look at soybeans, and they didn't have any export news overnight. And let's see how they're doing. They hit 12 bucks overnight, sold off this morning. And now they are already rebounding about 7 cents off their earlier morning low. Maybe they're making another run at that $12 mark. Who knows? They're now 12 1/4 higher at 11.93 1/4. What do you think? Is that possible yet today?
I think it's possible today, but I think it's highly probable that we get well past $12 in the next few weeks. Again, this is a hard week to read with the lack of activity and the lack of liquidity right now. But I think, again, soybeans, like corn, look very, very solid. In fact, soybeans look the best of the bunch and have been the most powerful. So look for this rally to continue. Look for 12 to get taken out. There'll be maybe a few failed attempts, but I expect firmly to see we go much higher than 12.
It looked like the commodity funds lightened up a little bit on their long positions last week, but they're still heavily net long in corn and soybeans, right?
Yeah, they are, and I think that again, there's still some shorts out there that are still praying that they stop going up. And again, I think they're going to be proven wrong, and they'll be forced in to cover here pretty soon. So there's a lot of fuel remaining in this rally.
Okay, let's take a look at the wheat. Where are we right now? That wheat market has been very choppy today, and now it's starting to rebound again a little bit. We have December Chicago wheat 6 1/2 higher. Still under $6, though, at $5.99 3/4. The March is up 5 1/2 at $6.05 this morning. Kansas City on the December is 3 higher at $5.53 1/4. March 2 3/4 higher at $5.62. And in the spring wheat market, you now have December a penny and a quarter higher. The March contract 2 1/4 higher at $5.63 1/4 per bushel. We'll come back in a moment, and we'll talk more with Todd Bubba Horwitz, and we'll sort out the action going on in our livestock trade. Wow, that's something to behold today, and we'll talk about it when we come back. Just a little bit ago, we got our brand new cutout numbers, our beef cutouts, and also the pork cutout information from USDA. It's our regular mid-morning update. And let's take a look at what we have this time around. On the beef side, here we go. Choice cuts gaining $4.09, and they were priced at $242.44. Wow. Okay, the select cuts were 45 cents lower at $214.53. They really widened out that spread this morning. It now is at $27.91. Now, it was only on 54 loads, so I will point that out. Now, if you look at our pork numbers on the wholesale pork trade, carcass values gained 78 cents this morning. They were priced at $78.95 per hundredweight. Loin value up 79 cents at $73.12. The ham market down $4.83 at 71.03, but the belly market was up 632 at 99.67. So with the wholesale trade by and large showing firmness today, that seems to be offering a little bit of extra support perhaps over on the livestock futures. Let's take a look here, Todd, at the live cattle board here first. We've been flirting with going up $2 today, and now it's just solidly higher. We have December now 242 higher at 110.55, and February up $2.90 at 113.55. Now some are probably thinking, well, that's almost limit up. Well, it would have been in the past, but now we have $4 limits on live cattle, so we're not that close, but still big gains. On the feeder cattle market, you have the January now 365 higher at 138.25, and March is up 332 at 137.70. So big gains there, but remember, our limit is now $5 on feeders. Meanwhile, lean hogs have December trading $1.65 higher at 65.77. February up 227 at 67.62. It's like there's no stopping this train on the livestock market today, Todd.
Marlon, there's not, and I think again, this is the hope on another vaccine, the hope that we get things open, the hope that we continue to grow, and I think that's what you can expect to see going forward. I think that when you look at these markets, hogs are still a little bit weak. They have a little bit of work to do before they become a positive trade, because they've been under so much pressure that you're going to get some rallies. But cattle itself has been strong and looks to continue to rock and roll higher. And again, I see no reason to believe at these lower levels, especially in hogs, that the rallies will not continue. Again, there is some negative stuff on live cattle and hogs, but overall, I believe that you're going to see they're all going to turn around, and these are going to extend their rallies, as are the rest of agriculture, because what we're looking at is the hope of the economy somewhat getting back to normal, getting things going, and of course, opening up that supply-demand curve. Everything's in favor of strength. And I think if we can get past all this, it's going to be a great 2021.
Interesting stuff. All right, so Todd Bubba Horwitz, bullish heading into the holiday period this year. Thanks, Todd, for talking with us. Appreciate it, sir. Todd Bubba Horwitz at BubbaTrading.com right there in Chicago. Christina, back to you.